So in this video, this is the last class which covers trading psychology. So in this class, I'll just be basically talking about some do's and don'ts and things that you should avoid while trading, especially in forex trading. So one of them is news trading is extremely volatile. News trading is very volatile. So no matter how sure, even after getting the data from forex factory, no matter how sure you are, never you over leverage. If you are using 0.1 or 0.2 lot size or 0.5 lot size or 1 lot size, stick to it even during the news or reduce it. Do not increase it. Do not increase it. That is one. Then when you are analyzing market and you are on a long winning streaks, do not get overconfident such that you double the size that you normally use. This thing affects a lot of traders a lot. It affects a lot of traders a lot in the sense that it is that time that you're on a massive winning streak. That is when you get overconfident and blinded in the market. You are prone to make mistakes and errors when you are overconfident. And as a trader, I'm sure some traders are just getting to this to get this course. I've experienced it in the past. Whenever you get too overconfident, the market will humble you. And when the market humble you, you start making mistakes, trying to revenge the market and bounce back to winning ways on time. So whenever you get a lot of winning streak and you become overconfident, try to relax. Try to relax. Make sure you don't overtrade and make sure you don't double your lot size or add to your lot size like that, no matter how sure. No matter how sure you are, because that thing can ruin you, it can ruin your mentality, it can ruin your psychology as a trader. So also try to avoid trading every day. You don't necessarily need to trade every day. You don't need to trade every day at all. You don't need to trade every day at all. You don't need to trade this. If you look at this chart now, this is a perfect example of the support and resistance strategy in a consolidating market. As you can see, if you zoom in, this is just the 15 minutes time frame. So it works. Every strategy works. Just find the one that resonates with you. So don't what do they call it now? Don't just how will I put it now? I'm trying to find the exact word. Don't just watch those videos and just try to use everything. Do not try to use everything. Back test each strategy, like I said, with at least 100 trades. Every strategy, backtest them with at least 100 trades on a demo account before you go live. And when I say demo, I'm not talking about Profem account though. Don't go and be backtesting it with a Profem account. Backtest it with a regular demo account on MetaTrader. Backtest properly. Like you can backtest with all these brokers demo accounts too, with XNex or Deriv or HFM. You can backtest with their demo accounts too if you like. Do you understand? But make sure that you try as much as possible to keep your charts, keep it clean. You don't need to, as you can see, your chart should not be too complicated. Make sure your chart is very clean. Avoid too many complications. Every time you analyze, this is another thing too. Every time you analyze, you try to analyze, always clear your chart, then start analyzing again, so that you don't get too much information on your chart. When you get too much information, you tend to make mistakes. Keep it simple and clean. That is the way I trade though. So I don't know about you, but that is the way I trade, and it always works for me because I have a very high win rate with my simple strategies. So you can also backtest these strategies and see which one works the most for you. And also, yes, I wanted to add this. While trading, I have a particular session that you trade. I also have a particular style that you trade. For example, now me, I love selling. Most of my trades are sales. I love selling a lot. So you will rarely see me sending a buy signal even on my signal groups because I sell a lot, because that is what resonates with my strategy. See, I'm on a sell in this trade. I don't used to complicate my chart. This is already for almost 40 pips. So if I decide I want to close, I can close it. Do you get now? So always keep your chart simple. Keep your trade simple. Have a particular session or time frame that you trade. I think I've already spoken about it in the top-down analysis. So you should find out which kind of trader you are. Select a particular pair. So do not trade more than 3 pairs in Forex. If you want to be a profitable and consistent trader, do not analyze more than 3 pairs. 3 pairs is more than enough. 3 pairs is more than enough. As for me, I basically trade just gold, GBP, USD, and Euro USD. Those are the 3 pairs that I usually check or analyze. I don't analyze more than those 3 pairs. Euro, GBP, and XAU USD. That's all. But I trade gold more because of its volatility. I like the volatility. Inside this video, it has already done like 20 to 25 pips already. So that's why I like gold. It moves very fast. So it either gives you your fast profit or gives you fast loss. But most times, it usually respects analysis. If you go through all the charts regarding gold, it respects analysis, respects zones. Same thing with other pairs too. If you look deeply into most of these pairs, you will see something that works. These simple strategies, they work. They work very, very well. They work very, very well. You just need to find the one that gives you a better win rate and you pull through with it. But I think that is basically everything. Do not over trade, do not over leverage. You don't need to trade every day. When you are getting winning streak, try to make sure you don't double your lot size. And when you're on a losing streak, to take a break. Yes, it's important. Take a break whenever you're on a losing streak. Losing streaks is inevitable as a trader. There will be times where you will have back-to-back losses. It's very normal because the market is very dynamic. It does not send anybody's daddy. Do you get? So whenever you're on a losing streak, to try to relax and take a break, then analyze properly before you place the next trade. Do you understand? And you'll be fine. The most important thing is to ensure that you preserve your capital. Capital preservation is the most important thing in trading and risk management. As long as you don't lose your capital, you'd always be good. You'd always be good. So sit back, go back to the charts, go back to the courses, watch them multiple times, then find out whichever strategy works for you the most. You don't necessarily need to use all of them. You can also combine strategies. Maximum 2 to 3 strategies, can combine them together. Like I said, you can combine the support and resistance with the demand and supply zone, then use it with the bullish and bearish reversal. And that is a very powerful one. That's very powerful strategy. So you get your own model with that. Use the SR, demand and supply zones, then mix it with a little bit of bullish and bearish reversal or market structure or momentum trading, and they are definitely good to go. But as a beginner, I would advise to avoid news trading for now. Backtest it properly before you start venturing into news trading. And also, sessions is very important. I personally prefer London session because the market is usually calmer during London session, but during New York session, the market is very volatile, very volatile. So between 7 to like 12, between 7 to like 12, the market, Nigerian time, between 7 to like 12 Nigerian time, the market is usually kind of stable. It doesn't move mad. It doesn't move mad like that. The mad movement usually starts from like 12 to like 4 p.m. Or let's say 1 to like 4 p.m. That's when the mad movement, because there's a lot of volume in the market. Do you get? So try to find whichever work for you and identify the time frame too that works for you. Also, journal all your trades. Whether you win, whether you lose, journal them. When you journal them, you tend to identify days and time frame or time that you get more wins, then you focus more on those time. For example, now as for me now, most of my trades, I make more profit in my morning trades than afternoon trade using Nigerian time. I make more money in the morning than afternoon. So I trade more in the morning. Then whenever I'm taking afternoon trades, my lot sizes are lesser. Do you get? So you find a balance. If you can't avoid afternoon trades, you find a balance. So anytime that you tend to make more profits, channel more energy into those times, then put less risk or energy into the other time frame. That is basically how to win big in this space. And when it comes to trading profit, so one strategy that I forgot to add is that whenever you are trading a profit, if their daily drawdown is 5%, make your own daily drawdown 4%. So that way you will never eat daily drawdown. Do you understand? So for example, now let's say you buy a $10,000 account and the daily drawdown is 5%, that is $500. Make your own personal daily drawdown 4% or 3%, such that once you eat $300 or $400, you are done for the day. So that way you won't be tempted to take extra trades or lose up to the daily drawdown. So you give it space. I personally advise 3% so that you will have more opportunities to make profits the next day. So as you are going into the market the next day, you are calmer and you believe that you still have extra drawdown to trade with. Do you get now? So that way you never get breached for a daily drawdown. So if it is 5%, make your daily drawdown 3%. So once you lose $300 or 3% for that day, you are done for the day. Close your MT4, close your trading view, go to bed, and till the next day. Do you understand? So that way you never lose your account. That is one strategy that I failed to understand early. That's one thing I failed to understand early during this trading journey with profits. So because there are some times that you will target 4% or 4.5% and their spread will make you eat the daily drawdown, and there's nothing you can do about it. Do you understand the psychology now? So if it is 5%, make it 3% or 3.5, so that at worst it will be 4% at most that you will lose that day. Do you get? So I calculate your stop loss properly to fit into that daily drawdown. So you create a fence in your head, like the maximum I'm losing every day is 3%. If I lose 3% that day, I'm done for that day. So that way you would never blow your profit account. Do you get? You will never blow your profit account if you have that mentality. It is impossible for you to blow your profit account. Deduct 2% from that daily drawdown. Do you get? Deduct 2% from it. And when you don't breach your daily drawdown, it is hard for you to breach the overall drawdown. So I don't used to bother about the overall drawdown. I'm more bothered about the daily drawdown. Here you get. So make sure the maximum you can lose at any day is 3% for a 5% drawdown profit. And if the profit is 4% daily drawdown, reduce it to 2.5 or 2%. So once you lose 2%, you are done for that day till the next day before you try again. So that way you get more clarity, you get more peace of mind going into the next day. So all those adrenaline, all those pain, all those sadness would have reduced drastically because you would have slept and woke up before you now start looking at the market. So that way you maintain a balanced head, a balanced strategy while trading, because Prof will actually give you more money than the regular broker. So when you make money from your Prof, you put them into your regular broker. Do you understand now? So any other thing will be for my mentee. So if you are my mentee or you paid for mentorship, whether it is free or paid, you have access to other things, other advices based on your experience and your assignment. I'll be addressing that when you start practicing. There are so many things you will understand, and only when you start practicing, you only learn from experience in trading. There's very little that I can explain to you that you understand until you start practicing and trading. Do you get now? So that is basically that. Every other thing, you can come to my DM and ask questions if you are my mentee. If you are not my mentee, I don't know what to say to you. But I think that's regarding this course. That will be all on this course. Back test, practice before you go live with your money. It's as simple as that. That will be all. So don't backtest with a Profem account, backtest with demo. Then once you've gotten a strategy that works, you can now venture into taking it with a particular Profem of your choice. And when it comes to Profem, I will advise you take either funded Nest, Goat funded, Blue Guardian, or Consummate Traders. Those four, they offer balance-based drawdown. It is not equity-based. They don't offer equity-based. So I'll advise if you are taking anyone, take it from either of those four. They are the most trustworthy for now. Funded Nest, Goat funded trader, Consummate Traders. Then Blue Guardian is also balance-based. Then I think my Flash funding too is also balance-based. But funding pips is equity-based. That's why I don't trust them. I don't like equity-based Profem. That is why I'm not recommending them. But funding pips is also good, but it is equity-based. Do you get that? But for balance-based Profem, they are the best. So that will be all on this in this course and in this class. Thank you and God bless. I will be seeing you in my DM when you start practicing and sending me results from your assignment. That will be all. Thank you and God bless.
Follow me for more educative contents like this.